Yes. Now, the current trend in the equities market, yesterday we saw the cement sector sort of driving the gains, and there was some worry that if investors sort of lost that hype that the market was seeing around the cement sector, of course, following the opening of the Obajana cement plant, that we'll see the market sort of go back down again. But today we're seeing the banking sector up. What does it mean to you, Rotimi? Is it just a turnaround for stocks that weren't performing so well, or are we seeing investors regaining confidence in our markets?
The investors are regaining confidence in the markets, and they equally believe that the present prices of the banking sector stocks are far too low to what can be compared to realistic. And that is the reason why a good number of investors are taking positions, believing so much that when the second quarter result, which is a half-year result for the year 2012, by the time those results are released, they're going to be something that is they're going to be heartwarming to the investors, and it's going to be a good investment sense to actually buy those banking stocks for now, and that is the reason why we are seeing some positive change in them.
Well, Rotimi, let's talk about two specific stocks that we saw posting some major gains. First Bank, Zenith Bank leading the gainers list. What is behind investors' appetite for those two stocks? Because I know Zenith Bank hasn't been performing so well. In fact, it was leading the losers list at some point. First Bank, we saw huge volumes in that stock, but not in terms of value. So, in your opinion, what is the reason behind investors' appetite for those stocks?
Okay. For First Bank is one of the major players in the banking sector in Nigeria, and it having reached an all-time, for some time now, it has gone into a resistant level of about 10 naira 50 kobo, and investors believe vividly that at this point in time, it is better to make some wise investment by purchasing into that particular stock. And for Zenith Bank too, investors believe that at the price that we have right now, it is better as well to make some good judgment by buying into those stocks. So for now, the prices that we have are buy. Zenith Bank at what it is and First Bank at 10 naira 60 kobo today is a good investment sense to actually buy into those stocks presently.
Rotimi, we also saw some corporate actions in the banking sector. Specifically, Axis Bank released their Q3 forecast, which we hear were positive from traders on the floor. Now, we saw turnover at 54.78 billion naira, bottom line at 11.9 billion naira. How is the market reacting to these numbers from Axis Bank?
The market response to Axis Bank forecast result today was positive, as the stock ended up gaining an improvement of 5 kobo in its share price. Investors, at least for what we know and the experience in this market in the last 2 years, Access Bank has proved to be one of the major stocks in the banking subsector. And we believe that they're going to do much better than what they have done in previous past. And for this reason, having that result today, which is still a forecast to say, we believe that they're going to come out with figures being realistic, even better than what they sent to us today at the stock exchange.
To me, a positive outlook on that stock. But what about the brewery sector? We know that analysts are sort of rating that sector by specifically Nigerian breweries, which surprisingly, we've seen their share price decline 11% in the past month. I know we did see international breweries on the gainers list, but tell me more about what we're seeing on the floor in the brewery sector and how investors should sort of buy into that sector.
For Nigerian breweries has had a lot of improvement in its share price in recent time. And what we are seeing presently is a situation whereby investors are trying to look at taking some profit and holding down on whatever on their appetite for that particular stock. But when we look at another stock in that particular sector, which is International Breweries PLC, is located in the southwest part of the country, and it has a good catchment area of a good market share in that particular place. And Having revived that particular company, International Breweries PLC, investors believe that now is the time to invest, as in time past there wasn't anything to show for it. But presently, right now, indications are very strong that by the time they turn in their second quarter result, it's going to be a great improvement over what they had in time past. And it is a good time to actually buy into that very stock.